Well, hello there, everyone. It is 3 o'clock, and I'm trying to be prompt getting started. I want to welcome you to my workshop. And today we're going to talk a little bit about inflammation and how maybe you can lower the bar on the inflammation that you may have going on in your body. My name is Lach Daigle. I am a nutritional genomics advocate and an overall holistic health advisor. I just want to say thank you for taking time to join me today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm sure there will be others popping in, so maybe I should wait a minute or two and see who else is going to come join us. I hope you are all getting ready for this wonderful holiday that's coming up. We have so much to be thankful for and be grateful for. I know there's a lot of turmoil in the world, but it's now or never that we take the world into our hands and we try to make changes, starting with ourselves. So maybe it needs to start with getting our health in alignment. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And it's not there. Where did it go? Hold on just a moment. Okay, we're going to go into share mode here, my present mode. We all have to start somewhere, right? Okay, so here we go. We're going to go into our present mode. And I'm hoping that whoever is trying to come in will be there. So welcome to Unlock Your Key to Fighting Inflammation workshop. As I said, I am Lach Daigle, and I thank you for coming. So my story, I am so passionate about epigenetics and nutritional genomics just because of my life, what happened to me 5 years ago. And that is in my book, The DNA Advantage, which is available. It's actually on sale this week through Ingram Spark, but it's also out on Amazon, on Kindle, and hi, Bonnie. Thank you for joining me. So again, my passion started when I got sick 5 years ago. And when that happened, my whole immune system started shutting down. I went to 3 different doctors. They just couldn't figure out what was going on with me. I found someone, my friend says, let's try epigenetic testing to try to get to the root of the problem. I did not know what that meant or where she was even coming from. So we did some epigenetic testing, and all that was 2 swabs on each cheek sent in, and my results came back. Of course, it was all Greek to me. I went out to Texas just to talk to the genetic doc so he could decipher what was in that testing, because it's a lot more than what is in the testing that I do. And I'll never claim to be at the level he is. He's a full-blown genetic doctor. But what I did learn is I had to do a 4-month detox to get rid of heavy metals, parasites, Epstein-Barr, and Candida that was running rampant in my body, shutting my immune system down. So that's a little bit about why I'm so passionate. So there are hidden dangers in mismatched diets, especially when they do not align with your genetic needs. Feeding your genes is so essential because it aligns with your your nutritional needs and your genetic blueprint, empowering you to optimize your health and manage or prevent chronic conditions and even improve your lifespan. Since our genes play a crucial role in how our body processes nutrients, having insight into your genetic profile allows you to make more informed choices that support your cellular health, energy levels, metabolism, and even how your body ages. Oops, trying to get this out of the way. So when you feed your genes the right nutrients, You essentially provide them with the tools they need to function optimally. For example, improved nutrient absorption. Certain genetic variations affect how well we absorb and utilize vitamins and minerals, like vitamin D, which is your VDR gene, vitamin B, your FUT2 gene, and iron, which is the MTHFR. So now, by understanding these variations, you can adjust your diet or supplements to ensure that you meet your unique nutritional needs. So, are you curious about what your DNA can reveal? Don't let your health be a mystery. This is why we want to address DNA. It's important that you empower, it is the empowerment that you gain from knowing about yourself from the inside out. What if you could unlock the mystery of why your body reacts in different ways to different diets, medications, or environmental triggers? Yes, all of that can all plays on your DNA. Especially medications. Did you know there is a DNA test called genetics that will tell you what medicines, supplements that your body can and cannot handle or cannot absorb properly? And what about environmental triggers? We've got smoke, we've got alcohol, we've got all the pesticides, we've got all the factories spewing all of their excess of whatever they're burning in their factories. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about enhanced energy and metabolism. There are some genetic factors that impact how efficiently we convert food into energy. Yes, we have to be able to convert. Feeding your genes the right nutrients optimizes these pathways, which often are leading to better energy levels, improved exercise performance, and healthier body weight. Okay, let's get back to our feeding our genes. All right, so enhanced energy, I just went over this. Enhanced energy and metabolism. Some genetic factors, again, impact how efficiently we convert our food into energy. And our body is all about energy. Those cells are all about energy. And how you feed your genes, how we feed our genes the right nutrients optimizes these pathways. So often leading to better energy levels, improved exercise performance, and healthier body weight. Hi, Carolyn and Minia. Thank you for joining us. Sorry you had a problem getting in. So let's talk about reduced risk of chronic illness. Feeding your genes with the optimal nutrients can help mitigate risks associated with certain genetic predispositions like heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune conditions, and by nourishing the pathways that help regulate these issues. So don't feed your fears. If you have fears about heart disease because it runs in your family, or diabetes, or other immune conditions because they've been in your family for years, there is a way to put a stop to this. And we're going to continue and help you understand this a little bit better. One of the things is you need to be able to detox your immune system, better detoxification and immune support. Okay. So when our ability to detox is broken, we have a problem fighting off infections and we have a problem managing our inflammation. And it's all partially genetic. So by feeding your genes based on your DNA insights, you can support these functions and build resilience against environmental toxins and pathogens. That's why one of the things that we also recommend, because I have a parasitic doc and detox specialist that I work with, they recommend that we actually detox our bodies once a year so that we can flush some of those toxins that get stuck in our lymph nodes and other parts of our bodies. And help open up those pathogens or get rid of those pathogens so that we can open up the pathways to our better function. In short, feeding our genes is about tuning into your DNA's unique needs and leveraging this knowledge to support your health in a way that is proactive, personalized, and sustainable. So let's start exploring your genetic blueprint and consider how you might adjust your diet or supplements to feed your genes effectively. Let's learn exactly what nutritional genomics is and how we can take a deeper dive into your genetic needs or your unique needs. Okay. So what exactly is nutritional genomics? Nutritional genomics helps solve the puzzle of why not everybody responds to the diet in the same way. Not everyone can do a carnivore or keto or paleo diet. It's because our genes are not meant to eat that way. So by understanding your unique genetic makeup, you can customize your diet and lifestyle regimen to achieve optimal health. Nutrigenomics also identifies nutritional deficiencies or imbalances that could be contributing to these diseases or any certain diseases. So with this knowledge, you can take appropriate action to improve your overall well-being. So nutritional genomics, the official definition is, it's even called nutrigenomics. It's the study of how individual genetic variations influence a person's response to specific nutrients, and conversely, how diet and nutrients can influence gene expression. So what is the focus? This field looks specifically at the relationship between one's genetic makeup and nutrient metabolism. It considers how our genes affect the way we absorb, metabolize, and utilize various nutrients. What is the goal? The aim is to tailor dietary recommendations and nutrient intake to align with an individual's genetic profile, potentially improving our health outcomes, preventing diseases, and optimizing nutrient absorption. So here's an example. A person may have a genetic variation that impairs folate metabolism. What exactly does that mean? Most people don't even know there's a folate metabolism thing. So nutritional genomics would identify this and recommend increased intake of methylated folate, which is more bioavailable for them. What is bioavailable? It means it's already broken down to an absorbable form, so your body doesn't have to try to absorb it because it can't, because the switch is broken. And what did I say? A switch? So here we go, another goal. The focus is on understanding how non-genetic factors can switch our switches on and off in our genes, impacting your health, disease risk, and even longevity. It's kind of like a light switch. If we don't have power, if you're turning the on switch on, it's still not going to work. So if those cells are not powered correctly or energized correctly, whether you switch them on or off, they're not going to work. Here's an example of this. If you have a poor diet and chronic stress, it may lead to epigenetic changes that turn that gene on or off, and it's responsible for insulin regulation, increasing the risk of diabetes. However, a healthy diet and stress management can potentially reverse these changes, improving insulin sensitivity. And I know I'm reading some of this. I've learned that some people read along with me, but also like to hear what I'm saying. So that's why you're getting the duplication. So I thought I would just let you know that. So an estimated 60% of adults worldwide suffer from some form of chronic inflammation, often linked to diet, lifestyle, and genetics. 30 to 50% of people have some form of genetic mutation, which affects how their bodies process certain nutrients and detoxify potentially leading to inflammation. And what does that inflammation cause us? Joint pain, maybe headaches, a bunch of different autoimmune issues. Studies have shown that diets high in processed foods, sugars, and unhealthy fats significantly increase inflammation, especially in individuals genetically predisposed to inflammatory responses. Sugar is not good for any of us. So, what is the rule of nutrient absorption? Many people don't realize that our genetic influence how efficiently we absorb nutrients like vitamins and minerals is all part of this nutrient absorption. Poor absorption can leave you deficient in critical nutrients regardless of diet quality. That's a tricky one. You may think you're eating really good, but if your genes don't think you are, then you're not. So, personalized nutrition for longevity. When you uncover how your genes can influence how well you process proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, and which food choices can optimize your metabolism and energy levels, this knowledge can help you create a diet that not only supports longevity, but also enhances your vitality, supporting you in feeling your best at every age. So, what about combating common health concerns with nutritional genomics? From high blood pressure to diabetes, many health issues have a genetic component influenced by diet. With nutritional genomics, we explore how tailored nutrition based on your genetic profile can help you manage or even prevent some of these concerns. So, I call this my gift of life. This is a nutritional genomics test. With it, you get 4 different reports: a healthy aging, a weight management, a skincare, and a sports and fitness report. It covers 6 different areas of our body, telling you may need some more hydration. It talks about your heart health, lung and respiratory health. I just threw this one in molecular hydrogen because everybody's body could use molecular hydrogen. It's something that normally is produced, but it may slow down as we get older. What about our brain health? And we all know that's all connected. You see all these lines? They're all connected. So the best thing we can do is to figure out how to empower individuals to take control of their own health. Nutritional genomics gives people that gift, the gift of knowledge, with insight into how their unique DNA influences their health, nutrient absorption, and susceptibility to various conditions. So, this awareness empowers individuals to make targeted dietary choices that directly improve their vitality, prevent disease, and promote a longer, healthier life. I can tell you it gave me my life back 4 years ago. So, here's something else that was a little bit tricky for me. Um, yes, I didn't do this until 5 years ago, but 30 years ago, I experienced 3 heartbreaking pregnancy losses. At the time, I was left with more questions than answers. Doctors offered some explanations, but nothing seemed to connect the dots. The emotional toll was profound, and the lack of clarity made it even harder to heal. It took me a year and a half of depression and crying to get over that year and a half of 3 losses. Years later, meaning 5 years ago, in my health journey to get a better understanding why my immune system was shutting down and declining, I discovered something remarkable about my genetics. I carry a double mutation of the FUT2 and MTHFR genes. These mutations had likely been quietly influencing my body's ability to function optimally for decades. And you see these 2 arrows? These were the 2 problems that I had. But overall, I'll explain this real quick. Yes, this is my report. So where they're green, let's start again. In your cells, you have two strands, one from your mother, one from your father. Where there's a green, neither one of those strands were mutated or damaged. Where there's a one of those strands from I don't know which parent had a mutation or was damaged. Where there is a two, both of my parents gave me a damaged strand or mutated strand. Okay. So with that, what we do when we're talking about tailored nutrition, we actually compound nutrition specifically based on those results. So as you can see here, and I should have put little arrows, this vitamin B12 where it says methyl, um, 31,000% of B12 is what my body needs. And that's only half the amount my body needs because we have to take these nutritional capsules twice a day. So the other thing is the folate. Folate again has a methyl version, and which means again it's already converted to the absorbable form of folate. And again, I'm at 253% of the daily dose that I need because I don't convert that folate. So I have to be able to take more of the absorbable kind so it's absorbed. So you get your A through Z vitamins, then you get all of your trace minerals and proprietary blends of what they already know, scientifically proven that your body's going to need based on your results. So what is the impact of diet on the inflammation? Well, I can say for me, I've been on this nutrition for about 2.5, 3 years now. I have no more joint pain. It's gone. But I have also changed my diet in a major way. I cut out all of the nightshades, which does not go with the MTHFR. I had to cut out high histamine foods, which is the AOC gene. So my body can't break down high histamine foods, no spinach, no shrimp. And in those nightshades are potatoes, tomatoes, and eggplant. And we're going to hit that in the next screen. Especially for individuals with gene mutations that make them more susceptible to chronic inflammation, you want to stay away from these inflammatory foods. So here's how this works. Some genetic mutations can make individuals more prone to inflammation. For example, MTHFR mutations can impair the body's ability to process folate, which is essential for methylation, a critical process for managing your inflammation. The IL-6 and TNF alpha genes variant may lead to higher levels of inflammations, inflammatory cytokines, increasing the body's inflammatory response. The SOD2 and other oxidative stress related genes may lead to reduced ability to neutralize your free radicals, leading to more oxidative stress and inflammation. If you're not real sure what oxidative stress is, imagine seeing a metal pipe laying out in the weather for years after years, and you're seeing it's starting to rot through the holes, that the what used to be a smooth edge is all rough because it has gotten oxidated from the air and the oxygen in the air and the acid in the air. All this is oxidative stress. So it's an inflammation to that piece of metal. For those with inflammation linked gene mutations, certain foods can intensify your symptoms, such as joint pain, fatigue, and swelling. So common inflammatory foods are refined sugars and processed carbohydrates. These spike your blood sugar and stimulate the release of inflammatory cytokines. What about those refined oils, corn oils, soybean oils? You want to stay away from those. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed excessively, can throw off the omega-6 to omega-3 balance and increase inflammation. I know that's something I never thought about or knew about, O6 to O3 balance, But there you go. There's another reason why you need to stay away from those corn oils and soybean oils or anything with soybean. Here's another thing about gene sensitivities in foods, dairy and gluten. While these don't affect everyone, they can trigger inflammation in those with sensitivities, especially those with genetic predispositions to issues like lactose intolerance or celiac disease. It's all about that gut health. Whatever's happening here is going to happen all over our bodies. So processed meats and red meat, high in saturated fats and advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These foods can contribute to even more inflammation. Hot dogs, bacon, anything with nitrates. So if you're buying a bacon, make sure it's a nitrate-free bacon. For those with susceptible gene variants, consuming these foods regularly can exacerbate inflammation, making it harder for the body to manage pain, joint health, and immune responses. Anti-inflammatory nutrients and their gene influence. Certain nutrients can help counterbalance inflammation, especially when tailored to someone's genetic makeup. For instance, omega-3 fatty acids found in fatty fish, flax seeds, and chia seeds. Omega-3s are known to lower inflammation by reducing inflammatory cytokine production. For those with an IL-6 or TNF alpha variant, omega-3s are particularly very beneficial. Antioxidants like vitamins A, C, E, and selenium. These nutrients help to reduce oxidative stress, rounding off those genes that are already rigid around the edge from the stress they've endured. Individuals with oxidative stress related mutations like the SOD2 can benefit from antioxidant rich foods like berries, nuts, and dark leafy greens. B vitamins, especially your B6, B12, and folate. Essential for proper methylation, B vitamins help manage inflammation and detoxification processes. Those with MTHFR mutations should focus on bioavailable forms, nutrients or compounds that your body can readily absorb and utilize, such as methylfolate or methyl B12. Those were the two methylcobalamin that I showed you on my report. Polyphenols, curcumin, and resveratrol. So how do we get polyphenols? These compounds are found in foods like dark olive oils, not the light olive oils. The darker your bottle and the darker your olive oil, the more polyphenols there are. Turmeric, red grapes have been shown to modulate inflammation at a genetic level, affecting the expression of genes involved in the inflammatory pathways. To effectively manage inflammation, especially with genetic predispositions, a few personalized diet strategies are highly effective. For elimination of inflammatory foods, identify and avoid specific foods that are common inflammation triggers. These may require a genetic test or inflammation elimination diet to understand what works best with you. That goes back to having that detox done to see, and then starting over, adding one thing at a time to see how your body reacts to it. Incorporating anti-inflammatory foods. Focus on a diet rich in anti-inflammatory foods, especially those aligned with your genetic needs. Omega-3 rich foods, colorful fruits and vegetables, and herbs like turmeric and ginger can help counteract inflammation. Balancing that omega-3 to omega-6 ratios, many individuals have a high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, which can worsen inflammation. A diet rich in omega-3s from fish and seeds and lower in processed oils can help rebalance this ratio. Supplementation based on genetic needs. For those with a specific nutrient absorption issue, like the MTHFR, supplements bypass the genetic block, like methylated forms of folate and B12 can be especially helpful. I mentioned again, stay away from those nightshades if you have this mutation. Potatoes, tomatoes, eggplant. There are a few more, so you want to go ahead and look up nightshades and see what else is included. What about some practical outcomes of personalized anti-inflammatory diet? So implementing a diet that aligns with your unique genetic needs can lead to reduced joint pain and swelling, by minimizing inflammation. The body can maintain healthier joints, reducing pain and stiffness. Enhance your immune function. Managing inflammation allows the immune system to function more effectively, reducing susceptibility to autoimmune conditions. What about some practical outcomes of personalized anti-inflammatory diet? Better energy and mental clarity. Inflammation is often linked to fatigue and brain fog. Reducing dietary triggers can lead to greater energy and focus. It all goes back to re-energizing those cells. As we get older, those cells lose their energy. So if you're not feeding them properly with the right energy, they're going to keep losing their energy. And we're going to age faster. As I said that, you get overall slowing of your aging process. Chronic inflammation accelerates aging at the cellular level. So by managing inflammation through diet, individuals can support a healthier aging process. Who doesn't want to age a little bit slower? Me. Here's a little video for you. I want to thank you for watching that short video. I do have a book out there, The DNA Advantage, and it is on sale this week. And I have that out on my Facebook profile. It's also available in Audible and Kindle, as well as the hard copy version. Okay, our genes play a role in how our bodies respond to different foods, and knowing which genes you carry can empower you to make smarter dietary choices. So if you're interested in understanding how your unique inflammation triggers are, or optimizing your diet for your genes, consider a DNA test focused on nutritional genomics. You get this little test. It comes with 2 swabs, 2 little vials, and a pre-addressed self-stamped envelope that you do your test. The tells you the directions are right in there, tells you what you need to do. And with your results, when they come back, you have the option to order nutrition. That is nutrition specific, tailored for you to help your genes live their healthiest, strongest life. I want to thank you so much for attending. I hope you gained some insight onto how much your genetics play a role in your well-being. I can be reached at this number, 609-647-5002, or patty@yourdailynourishment.com. I'm going to go ahead and stop this share. And I thank you all for being here.